Hey guys, today we have a new type of video today, something I like to call Dragon Ball Topics. Today I'm with ALH Gaming.
Hey, how are you?
And this topic will be on what if Goku was absorbed by Super Buu instead of Gohan. What I'd like to say first is, I don't think the physical appearances will be very different. I mean, Gohan wanted, when he asked Kibito for his father's attire, he got that. So if Goku were to be absorbed by Super Buu, he would not look any different to when he absorbed Gohan. As for power, my point of view, I don't think power would be too different. If anything, he would be a little less stronger than Gohan, as Gohan had the ultimate or mystic power up from the Budokai. And Goku, he couldn't maintain Super Saiyan 3 for long, so if Super Buu were to tap into that power, he wouldn't have it for very long. And there's also the time limit of how long he holds that absorbed body for. As we saw Gotenks and Piccolo, they kind of like fused into his body rather than like sticking with him, if you know what I mean. There was a time limit of how long he could keep them in his body, and that would surely happen with Goku as well. As for as for the fight between Super Buu Goku absorbed and Gohan would struggle to fight, as would Goku if Gohan were to be absorbed. But I think during the battle, Gohan might sense Vegeta. But although I don't think they would know what to do, I think they would just like team up and fight rather than fuse like Goku and Vegeta did. And something would happen. I think if Gohan and Vegeta were to both fight together but not as one, Super Buu would easily dominate them at that point. That's kind of how I would see it.
Well, the thing is, are we talking about like base Goku or Super Saiyan 3?
Base Goku, because that's what Goku was in when Gohan was absorbed by Super Buu. So yeah, base Goku, yeah.
When he had the earrings, he tried to throw it, didn't he?
Yeah, and Gohan missed.
Yeah. So the question is, would he be able to like tap into his Super Saiyan 3 power after Super Buu absorbed him? Could he get that power?
Well, we weren't exactly shown. He was showing that he could use their abilities and powers, such as Piccolo's mechanical Masapu, or basically special beam cannon, and Gotenks' galactic donuts and Super Ghost kamikaze attack. But I don't think he could use any of their transformations. Would that be because of him not being the same type of race as who he absorbed, or absorption complications, or anything? Yeah, I don't think he could use the transformations given to him. He would just use the power and the strength gained by him to fight his foes.
Well, I think hypothetically, if it was base Goku, then I don't think Gohan would have much of a problem with it, especially if he had Vegeta's help with him, because like base Goku isn't that much stronger than Piccolo really when you think about it, and he would have definitely beat Piccolo absorbed, because Goku even said that Gohan would win.
I don't think you were right saying Goku and Piccolo are around the same. I'd say Goku's definitely a few steps ahead, and Gohan is stronger than Goku. So yeah, I would see what you meant by Gohan beating Super Buu. But I think if Goku struggled with Gohan Super Buu absorbed, Gohan would struggle with Super Buu Goku absorbed.
Yeah, that is kind of true, but well, obviously, yeah. So if he did absorb Goku, then he would still have like Piccolo and Gotenks inside him, so he'd still have all those techniques as well. So it'd definitely be harder for Gohan to win. I don't think he would win really, but with Vegeta's help, I agree with what you said. Like, I don't think they would fuse together, because Vegeta really wouldn't want to do that, and I don't really think like Gohan would either, because he was gonna do it with Goku, but that's his dad, and he obviously trusts his dad. He's not that big a fan of Vegeta, because I remember when he was a little kid, he got his face punched in by Vegeta quite a few times.
Many a time.
So yeah, I don't think they would fuse.
And
you might not be able to find the earrings either when you think about it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to mention as well. If he missed the earrings and if he found it, well, he couldn't have the other one because Goku had it on him, and if he were to be absorbed, I'm pretty sure the earring would be taken off him too.
Yeah, that's quite true.
Another thing would be, if Gohan and Vegeta were to fuse, let's just call him Vegihan, for example. If they were to fuse, and this is with the Patara earrings, he would most certainly be able to defeat Super Buu-Goku absorbed.
Yeah.
Because Gohan is he was the strongest character in Dragon Ball Z at that point.
Yeah.
And Vegeta not being too far from Goku, and Goku not being too far from Gohan, their powers would definitely be great.
Well, it would definitely be stronger than Vegeta at least, because Vegeta is in both, if you know what I mean, and Gohan's stronger than Goku at that point, so he'd definitely be stronger than Vegeta.
Yeah, he would most certainly be stronger than Vegito, and that's just at base form. And if they were to turn into Super Saiyan, and their power multiplies by something, I can't remember the multiplier for it, but if they were to be Super Saiyan, he would have no challenge fighting Super Buu-Goku absorbed. I'm pretty sure both of them being the ones that would kill the enemy when they get the chance, they would most certainly destroy Super Buu and just resurrect Goten, Trunks, Piccolo, and actually maybe they wouldn't be able to resurrect Piccolo, but most certainly Goten and Trunks back with Dragon Balls.
Yeah, but the question is, like with all the techniques that Super Buu would get from Goku and the ones he already had, I can't really, well, it's hard for me to see a way for Gohan and Vegeta to actually win, even though they are pretty strong. Without fusing, I don't really see a way they could win, really.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Without fusion, Gohan and Vegeta separately couldn't beat Super Buu-Goku absorbed. I think if Gohan and Vegeta were to like take a mini break in battle, kind of talk to each other, think of a strategy, Super Buu would then have a chance to absorb them, much like he did Goten, Trunks, and Piccolo. And another thing is, during a fight, Gohan and Vegeta, they don't get along too well, if I remember rightly. They just see each other as strong warriors. They wouldn't be able to do many team attacks. For example, like Vegeta distracts Super Buu and Gohan fires a massive Kamehameha. They wouldn't do that. They'd most likely just try fight the enemy and ignore each other.
Yeah, that's true actually. We've never actually seen them fight together, and like Goku and Vegeta, who have quite a few times really actually had to fight together.
Yeah. And I think if we're taking in the movies into consideration, Vegeta also knows the fusion dance from Dragon Ball Fusion Reborn.
Yeah.
And going off the game's Buu's Fury, Fusion Reborn took place before Gohan fought Super Buu. So Vegeta would technically know the fusion dance. So if they couldn't use Patara earrings and they did somehow agree to fuse, Vegeta would then have to teach Gohan the fusion dance and fuse together to make don't say Gogeta because that's already taken, but I think that would already be, yeah, that's probably, unless Gogeta something silly like that. Don't think they'll be able to fuse in that situation using.
No, I don't think they would either, because even if Vegeta did know the dance and he tried to teach it to Gohan, in the middle of a fight, I don't think that's going to work. Especially since I don't think either of them want to fuse with the other one anyway. So yeah, I don't see Vegeta giving Gohan dance classes whilst fighting Super Goku absorbed really.
No, another one was if Gohan was willing to learn the fusion dance, it would take them at least 5 minutes to teach it, then practice it, then perform the dance.
Yeah.
And unless Pikkon shows up, punches Super Buu in the face, shouts to them, go for it, I doubt that's going to happen. So Gohan and Vegeta would not be able to use fusion dance or the TheDelRe earrings.
That's a good point you brought up though about Pikkon. He definitely wouldn't show up, but there are a few other people that could distract Buu when you think about it. I can't really
Tien.
think who was alive at that point.
I'm thinking here. I think Tien was. Yamcha might have been.
Yamcha is probably hiding somewhere.
Yeah. It was Tien, Yamcha, Chaozu along with Tien, but I don't think it's much of a problem there. Tien, Yamcha,
Hercule.
yeah, Hercule,
His dog.
and Dende.
Kai
Well,
as well.
Hercule could talk to Super Buu. Super Buu might want to keep Hercule alive because when he was Fat Buu, them two obviously had a good relationship with each other. But don't think that would work too well if Buu had both Goku and Piccolo and all that, all their intelligence, if you get what I mean, into their brain. He was more of a strategic fighter. I'm stuttering here a lot, sorry. So of course, Super Buu would just see him as another human that should die. If he were at his base form, Super Buu, I'm pretty sure he would remember Hercule, but obviously he's not base Super Buu, he's absorbed a few others. So I don't think there would be any fighter capable enough to even distract Super Buu for a period of time for Gohan and Vegeta to do the fusion dance.
No, they could definitely distract him, but not for long enough to teach the dance really.
Oh yeah. Say Tien and Yamcha both come out of nowhere. Yamcha uses Wolf Flying Fist and Tien Kikoho or Kai Beam Cannon or something like that. Super Buu would just be like, oh haha, very funny, kill Yamcha, kill Tien, get back to Gohan and Vegeta.
Yeah, in like 1 second.
Yeah. If that. So I don't think fusion would be a possibility in the fight.
No, I don't think so either.
When it comes to physical appearances, bring this up again, he would not look much different to Gohan if Goku were to be absorbed. Although, now that I think about it, personality-wise, he would be a slightly bit different, as Goku was quite caring towards those who were on Earth, as towards Piccolo, as he just wanted to fight half the time. He did care for Earth, as actually I don't know his reason why he did, but he wouldn't want to protect a human, that's for sure. It's one person.
Did, but he didn't really care too much. He was a good guy, but he didn't really care most of the time.
Yeah, and other fighters, they just wanted to protect the Earth, but at the same time didn't want to die. But Goku, he was willing to. No, not willing. He was the savior of Earth. He didn't want people to die. So I think that kind of personality would affect Super Buu's personality. Super Buu might be more caring towards others. He might spare a few opponents rather than finishing them off. Although that's kind of unlikely.
That's a good point, but when you think about it, Gohan did get absorbed, and he didn't really become much caring, did he really?
No, but I remember Gohan when he became Mystic, he was a badass, and he just wanted to finish off his opponents quickly.
Yeah, that's quite true.
And he didn't want to leave a chance, which I think Super Buu Gohan absorbed kind of took on. He just wanted to finish off his opponents quickly rather than toy with them and such. So I think maybe some personality of Goku would transfer onto Super Buu, and something may happen when it came to fighting, like sparing their opponents, leaving them weak or something.
Yeah, that's true. So I think that's about all we can say here, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
So to summarise, really, they probably wouldn't fuse because they don't really want to, but they would win if they did. And if they worked together to fight, they wouldn't really win, would they?
No, I don't think they would. Yeah, it's kind of the same situation. Goku versus Gohan Super Buu absorbed would near enough be the same as Gohan versus Super Buu Goku absorbed. So yeah, even with Vegeta tagging along, it would not really work. It would just complicate the whole thing, and they would reach their most unfortunate death.
Yeah, that's true. Because the fight with there was a little fight that Vegeta and Goku had against Buhan, wasn't there, and they didn't do too well. And it'll probably be the same thing. They might do a little bit better, but they'd still lose in the end. Yeah.
And to summarise the character of Super Buu Gohan absorbed, or Buku, he would most likely, well, from what I think, he would be slightly more caring and passionate towards those on Earth. He would look the same as Gohan, have the power slightly less stronger than Gohan. He would know the Spirit Bomb, but I don't think that'd be much use to him. He would know instant transmission, which would be a lot of use to him.
Yeah.
But as I said, he wouldn't want to hurt many people. I say many because there would be quite a few he would like to kill.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there goes Super Buu. And Gohan and Vegeta, as you said, they wouldn't like to fuse and such, and would lose.
But I think that maybe if it actually did happen, they'll get their asses kicked, and maybe, they might, especially like Vegeta, like he did in the proper like manga and anime, he put his pride aside and agreed to fuse with Goku. So if he agreed to fuse with Goku, then I could see him agreeing to fuse with Gohan. I could see him like choosing Gohan over Goku, if you know what I mean. So yeah,
due to strength and Goku's,
and they got the chance to, then they'd put the earrings on and put them on fuse and then win.
Yeah, so I guess that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. There's probably going to be more of these later on down the road.
Hopefully.
Thanks to a big thank you to ALH for joining me. Or
no problem.
Yeah, that's how it went. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Last words?
See you later. Goodbye.
Okay then, goodbye.